Welcome, Libra. This is your weekly focus for May the 7th through to the 13th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now, let's turn to the cards and see what they will reveal about the energy that surrounds us and how to use it in a positive light so that we can go forward successfully. So we have, look at this, the Nine of Cups, your wish card. Dream it, believe it, expect it. Give your wishes up to God, your angels, your spirit guides, source, the universe. Journal it, meditate on it, pray on it, reflect on it. Absolutely. You have your wish card. The sky's the limit and then some. To dream it big this week. And usually when that card shows up too, there's a lot of luck to be had in your life. Be careful with that because I just pulled the Two of Swords and that's what made me trigger back to that card. Where we think we're so lucky or we're so great. And what happens is we lose that sense of intuition that was guiding us in the right direction. We start letting our ego take over. And then we usually crash and burn because our ego took over. So if something happens in your life this week, and chances are something will happen in your life this week, to give you that ray of hope, that sunshine coming in, that opportunity that you weren't expecting, or that invite, or, you know, or a couple of little things happen that it's just like, wow, everything's just finally coming together for me. But don't turn it into the I'm so great and this is going to be my life and this is perfect. And we have to keep working on it. We have to keep humble. We have to look at ways that we can share our wealth with our inner circle, but the world too. Okay, we have the Two of Swords. There's some decisions to allow us to step into some brand new horizons, okay? Because I get the clarity, the crispness, the mute tones that we can paint our world into anything we want. But there is some hard decisions to be made. And since it's in the second position, you're probably not going to be able to make those decisions off the bat, or we shouldn't rush into those decisions. We should think them through. Once again, it's our intuition talking to us that it will lead us in the right direction. So take it back. Yes, meditate this week, pray this week, reflect this week, journal this week. We're making some decisions about some things in our life. Now, it could be because we are in full moon energy for the entire week. It could be where we need healing in our life or closure in our life. Absolutely. We may need to put something, finally put it away, finish it off, have some kind of completion, end goal. In order so that we don't, next week is this new energy coming in from all angles. We have Mercury moving, we have Mars moving, we have the Sun moving, we have the new moon, we have Uranus moving. So that's all next week. All this new energy coming in, these new places to plant seeds, to look forward. So I think where we are making decisions, it's for the new beginnings. It's for our wishes and our dreams and our goals and our desires, because we have the Nine of Cups as our first card. But we're trying to see what energy has been weighing us down or dissipating our vitality, that we can't move forward. And some hard choices in our life that we need to make in order to move into the energy now. And I don't think we probably, until the new moon, may not even make this decision, but we are weighing it out. And so the more we spend in contemplation and reflection, the more clarity and understanding we will have for the new beginnings, because the new energy will hit you. And as it starts to hit you, you will see where the seeds need to be planted a lot clearer than if you don't make that dedicated time for meditation or prayer or reflection this week. We have the Page of Wands. Oh, we want to yell it from the mountaintops where we're going. We're so excited about our path forward. We feel the strength inside of us. We haven't tested out our abilities really, but we're feeling good. We're on this new path and we are shouting it out loud. Be careful with that because the Two of Swords is directly in front of us, asking us to think about our actions forward. To just, pages. Pages are wonderful, young vitality, beautiful energy. But what happens a lot of times with the pages, we don't have the wisdom to really step into this path, and we kind of jump into it without knowing all the facts or researching it or thinking it through of what it involves. If we want to go for that promotion at work, well, that means that we're probably going to have a couple of nights where we sleep a little less. We're not getting together with friends and family as much, and so those relationships may get strained. We can't do our community activities because we're so busy at work and we're trying to put in the overtime and get that project done so that we shine a light on ourselves to get that promotion. And so we have to make sure that we have a balance stepping into this energy, that we can manage, that we have thought out the plan a little bit. So be careful on this because we're feeling it. We're feeling alive and ready to go forward. I just don't want you to jump forward before you really should. And especially with the entire week being a full moon energy, we shouldn't be stepping into new opportunities without some kind of thought process beforehand. Pages have little thought. Sometimes luck leads us, but with that Two of Swords there, I mean, we have the Nine of Cups, so I'm thinking there could be this opportunity that just opens up. But still, with the Two of Swords, we have to really think about long-term how it's going to affect our everyday routine, our relationships, our stability, our securities. Our overriding energy for the week is the Seven of Pentacles. So what are you cultivating? Where are you putting your focus and where does it need to be? So once again, we need to reflect, we need to understand, and we need to plan forward on where our attention is, where our focus is, where it needs to be. Our underlying energy is the Queen of Wands. There's fire for you. You have to be led by your passions, your heart. There's no other way to say it to you. Who is the person you are, and who are the people who surround you? And do they lift you up? Do they raise you up? Are they like-minded? Or do they drag you down? And the Queen of Wands surrounds herself with people that are ambitious, that are on fire. She is on fire. But yet she sits very calculating, almost sitting there, weighing things out, understanding the fruition that can be, or the crash and burn that it could be. And it has to be attached to your love or your passions or your dreams this week. And be careful how you express your passions, your desires this week. Because we have that fire, we have that flame, so we could be a little bit more outspoken in what we want and what we desire. And we want everybody to understand it now, and they better understand it because we're explaining it to them and they need to listen. This is really a week of using 2 ears and 1 mouth, right? We need to listen twice as much and we need to talk half as much. Everybody's allowed to walk their path at their speed. You walk your path at your speed. And they'll catch up if need be. Don't worry. But we don't want that crash and burn. I get that crash and burn there for some reason for you. So it's moving forward with a humble passion. Could that be a thing? A humble passion? That's what I get. So you define it. I think your definition will work. Now, everybody's gotten 2 cards for work and career and love and relationships, so you will be no different. And look at this. We have the Karma card with the High Priest. Yeah, there's rewards coming in for you. Absolutely, there's rewards coming in for you. Um, Once again, I get that, watch your ego. Okay, know it inside. Nobody else needs to know your path or your struggles. You know it. And that's what matters, because you're the one who is going to utilize that wisdom, that tool, in order to move you forward. Now, the karma card here in our work and career, it could be finances. It could be if you have been trying to invest and save, and uh, you're going to see this. You could see an investment now that will. It's low risk, but it pays out well. Or you could be approached for a promotion or a raise right now based on your past experience of what you've given already that you thought went unnoticed. This could be how you describe yourself, your definition of you. What defines you as a person? So it may not be work and career as in as much as what you do in the community or your family, your joys, your outside activities. What defines you? If I met you, how would you describe you to me? The Hierophant, not the Hierophant, is it? No, it's the High Priest. High Priest is knowing the natural tools and abilities and utilizing them going forward. Because they usually align with your passions. It's tapping into your wisdom. It's not hiding something about you anymore inside because somebody told you once a long time ago that you had to hide it. Or you just got that impression by society and the TV you watched and the commercials that you were fed, the articles that you read. It's bringing out that talent, that ability, um, that natural, what makes you unique out and utilizing it. I believe that if you really look at yourself this week, you will tap into something that you want to, maybe something that you've already done before, but the recognition was really small or the reward was really small, and doing it again, but owning it, really owning it, and you push yourself to a new level. Love and relationships, we have the King of Pentacles and the shadow side. Well. King of Pentacles and the shadow side. King of Pentacles is really somebody who plans, prepares, um, sticks to the tried and true in order to bring in the value, in order to bring in the abundance. So I don't think you have to do circles to get somebody's attention or cartwheels to gain favor with somebody or grow a relationship or please somebody in some way. And love and relationships, yes, they can be a lover, a soulmate, but they could also be a parent, a child, a sibling, a best friend, somebody that you work with or in the community. Your clan, your tribe, your close family, your close circle. So it is treating people with respect and expect to be treated with respect. It is giving support and expecting support back. It's the fundamentals. It's the basics. So we don't need to go to any extremes here. And so if you're going to an extreme to please somebody or make somebody happy, then you're following their agenda rather than who you are or what you should be in that relationship. It's showing patience, it's showing love, it's showing kindness. I think in relationships, you're going to see, the shadow side here. This could be something that you've always seen about yourself as a flaw or the downside of who you are, or that dark person that you don't want anybody to notice. That person might come out, okay? And you might be relieved at how it's received. You might have always been hiding that part of who you are, that part of your personality, or maybe it's your looks and you're thinking, oh, I wish I wasn't this or that or the other thing. And or it could be, if you're artistic or something, it's your creativity that you bring out. It's your unique creativity that you show or you use. And use is such a bad word. Um, but you use in some way. So if you're a painter, maybe you paint a picture for somebody that you love. You make it just for them. It symbolizes something personal between the two of you. Maybe if you're a writer, you write a poem or write them a letter. But it's attaching to a part of you that you usually push down. You usually try to hide. And through relationships, you will see where you hide this. Maybe you're not aware of it. Chances are you could very well not even be aware of the part of you that you don't share with others that you should. To gain a strength, to gain a stability within relationships that you never had before. Spirituality. Look at this, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, follow your intuition. Dream it big. This could be your service to others. Comes back tenfold to you. Set aside a dedicated time this week to reflect or to pray or to meditate. Maybe just go on a small hike through a park or next to a stream, and really tap into the beautiful person that you are and the abundance that can come your way so easily if you believe in it, if you expect it. Aces represent paths that are going to show up in our life. It's like you attach yourself to maybe a new group. Maybe it's yoga. Maybe it is a meditation class. Maybe or a group that meditates on a weekly basis, or uh, learning something new. Maybe it's tarot cards. Maybe it's astrology. Maybe it's reading palms or tea leaves. Maybe it's joining a faith culture where you have the same values or beliefs. A new tribe. Well, what does that look like to you? What opens up a journey or an adventure or higher learning for yourself? I would journal that if I were you this week. If I could be a part of a group of people, this is what the group of people look like, or this type of community, or this is what I want going forward. and talk about your similarities and your spirituality and your unique talents and gifts that you bring to the table and your like-mindedness. Health and well-being. Seven of Swords. Little is less is sometimes better. Okay, everything in moderation is what I'm hearing. So don't go overboard. Don't eat too much. Don't drink too much. And don't exercise too much. Don't sleep too much. Don't. Everything in moderation. And understanding where that balance is. What do we truly need in order to live a healthy life? And you don't have to go over the top. You don't have to be indulgent in it. You need to understand where you feel the truest balance, where the center is for you. Everybody says you need 8 hours sleep a night. If you need 10, then you need 10. If you need 6, you need 6. What's the balance for you? I mean, you know, we're going to a group of people, a celebration, a fair. So it is. I'm getting that group of people again for you. And maybe you are joining a group of people that walk every day, or you're joining the gym, or you are joining Weight Watchers, or you are, you know, a group experience to offer extra support to you and you give support to others. You know, when you say you're going to walk every day for 10 minutes and nobody's around and you don't feel like it, or it looks like it might rain, or it's a little cooler, it's windy, and yeah, I'll skip today. And it's so easy to do if you're on your own and you're doing it. But when you're doing it with a group of people, you know that people will be phoning you and saying, "Where were you?" And "We missed you." Or they'll wait for you. You'll have to phone somebody and actually say, "I'm not coming today." So look for ways that you can integrate being healthy and living a healthy lifestyle with attaching yourself to a group of people that are already doing the same or trying to as well. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.